Well, hello and welcome to Shane's Hobby Shop. Today I'm going to be working on a new challenge. No, not my challenge. This actually belongs to James Wright, who has a YouTube channel, By Wright. Now you can click on the picture next to me, go directly to his YouTube channel, and there will also be a link in the description below. While you're there, I want you to look up the video, the Hand Tooled Build Off 2016. There he's going to outline the rules and description of a challenge that he is doing. Me, I'm going to go ahead and get started on this. I know the time is running pretty short now, and I really want to get on this challenge, so this is what I'm going to do. I got a bunch of different color wood here out of my scrap bin that I'm going to build something with. You want to see what it is? Well, you got to stay tuned. What we're going to do is go ahead and start off on gluing all these boards together. What we got gluing up here, I got some white aspen, some walnut, pine, oak, and I believe this is some treated lumber. I'm not too for sure. It might be some treated pine. But let's go ahead and glue all these boards up together, and we'll square them up on a table saw and see what we can make out of this. Okay, this is just me squaring up the sides on the table saw. Okay, now what we got is over here on my little work table. Mom bought me a little plane, and I've already cut a couple of angles on here to try to round it off, but I'm going to finish it up with the little plane, and then we're going to do a little bit of sanding to try and smooth out our edges. Now we're over here to my miter saw. I'm cutting some 45-degree angles. If you notice, I do 45 one way and another way. I flip it over a couple different times and to get some different angles on here. Now I'm going to go to my little glue up board. I'm going to go ahead and try and glue these up as straight as possible. Now I've got two sections of these boards glued up. I'm going to go ahead and try to flatten them out with the sander. And I'm going to go back and try and glue those two boards together to themselves. But I'm going to stagger these little pieces. I don't want the edges to meet up because it'll cause a weak spot. So let's go ahead and stagger the joints and glue them up together. And then I'm also going to go do the whole thing all over again. I'm going to make two more of those, and I'm going to glue them together the exact same way. Now we're in my little back room. I got a little joiner back there to go ahead and flatten out one side. Now this where Mom started talking. We don't think if I glue these boards up together, it's not going to be that great of a joint. So I'm going back to the table saw, got my oak here, and I'm going to resaw some of this oak down to where I can put it in between, kind of sandwich the oak in between these boards here. And this is going to handle of what I'm going to be making. Now that oak right there, yeah, it don't look all that pretty. I'm kind of burned it, but that's actually going to be the strength of the handle. Okay, here we go. We're going to go ahead and clamp the whole thing up together as tight as we can to try and get a nice tight glue up on the whole handle here. And you notice I'm not using no nails or screws or nothing like that in here. I don't want nothing in it that I really don't need to have. Well, hi. What I'm going to do is do a little update to this miter saw real quick. And what I got is a little laser light for the miter saw. Now, this is made just for a miter saw, but they do have other ones made for radial arm saws. But the basically the same thing. All it is your little guard on the side of your blade here. You gotta undo all of this here, take the flange off of here on your blade, and this replaces it. And the laser light will come on when the blade starts spinning, and that'll help you line up on your cuts. Alright, so let's go ahead and just put this on really quick, and then let's get back to the project. Alright. Alright, now let's check out this laser light and see how good it cuts. Oh wow, that cuts right on the line. Very nice. Alright, we got my handle glued up and dried. Now let's go ahead and see if we can round over the edges on that. First off the table saw, back over to my little hand plane. We're going to do a round over on it. I don't want it completely round because your hand is not really round, so kind of like oblong, I guess you want to call it. I don't know. Fine tuning on my little belt sander. And we're going to try and put some finger grips on here now. Now back over to my little miter saw. We're going to square off the head to the mallet. And now let's try and start putting in the handle. I'm just going to go ahead and just bore a couple of holes into the head, just get started here. And then Mom actually has a Dremel that she don't know I stole from her, and we're going to see if we can sand out the inside with her Dremel. If nobody actually has a Dremel, you really need to get you one of these things. This is pretty nice. It's sanding down all this wood very quickly, making this job really an easy job to do. Nice picture of the inside of the head. There's the handle, and now we just need to work that handle through, fine tune the inside of that. I'm marking some spots that still needs to be sanded down. Go ahead and sand that down a little bit. Check it again. Do some more sanding. And we got it through the head, finally. Alright, now let's see about putting a bunch of glue in this head so we can actually glue this handle into it and it won't come out. Alright, we're going to go ahead and drill a hole in this head. I've already pre-drilled a hole once already, but it's a small hole. And I'm going to go ahead and drill the hole completely through the handle. And now I'm going to fill it with some glue, and we're going to put a dowel rod in there. And what that's going to do is actually hold that handle into the head and it won't come out. Fine tuning on some sanding. We'll round it out pretty nicely here. Oh, I love that sander. Okay, here you go. A mallet that I made for James Wright's tool swap. Alright, now he has a YouTube channel, By Wright. Go over and check out his channel to see all the videos that he does. He's actually a pretty cool guy. He does all his work with hand tools. So he's done a challenge for a tool swap, and we asked everybody to make some type of a hand tool that we could swap out with other people to get some hand tools into people who don't actually have one yet. This is my first mallet to ever make. Went ahead, got a couple of different wood all throughout this thing, even in the handle. But I want to put something on here differently that I have not seen on other mallets. I got me a nice little handle here. Yeah, everybody has that. You can even bang it on good side wood here. But let's say you wanted that extra oomph. Okay? Well, on the other side, I had a piece of metal. Now, I wanted to do something a little bit stronger, like cast iron, steel, something like that. But I didn't have a grinder so I can cut it down to where I wanted it. So I just went ahead and found this in a hardware store and I threw on it. Alright, I'm excited to donate this to the challenge for James Wright. And for the person who actually wins this, I'd love to hear your comments on what you think about it after you got to use it a little bit. So please, let me know what you think of it. Alright, I'd like to thank James for this competition. It was a pretty cool idea what you got going on here, and I'm honored to be a part of it. Alright, so if you like my video and you like my channel, please give me that thumbs up, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. My name is Shane. This is Shane's Hobby Shop, and we'll see you next time.